Let's talk about why you are not body hunting enough in sparring. Right now is the perfect opportunity to up your striking skills, both in terms of offense and defense. And why am I going to be able to assist you in improving your striking skills? Well, just like Alex Pereira, I'm a former Glory champion. I have 2 belts with him, and I know what it takes to become a champion. My Strike Ready program is a complete fight system for striking sports. This is the best deal of the year. You will have access to my Strike Ready defense course, my Strike Ready assault course, and our weekly videos in Strike Ready Academy. And if you buy these programs individually, they are valued at $419.86. But for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you can get all 3 for $99. That's a savings of over $320. This is a limited time offer and only happens once per year. Grab that Strike Ready package and start improving your striking skills at an exponential rate. There is coaching advice here that only a 6-time pro world champion and a 2-time Glory world champion can deliver to you. So the reality of putting together combinations or even single shots when we're attacking the body is we get scared. We get scared, we get countered, and then we don't want to do it again. But if you only headhunt, there are 2 main problems with that. Number 1, the head is such a smaller target, right? You got this little thing here and this big torso. Which one's easier to hit? It should be this. Number 2, this is so much easier for me to move. Trying to move my body basically requires footwork, but I can stand my ground and do all that. So if we're able to attack the body, it gives us a distinct advantage. And in addition to everything I just said, once we hit the body, generally they're gonna cover up, their head's gonna go stationary, and it makes this a much easier target. So there's really no reason for you not to be working your body shots, aside from the fact you went into sparring, you threw your shot, you got hit, and you went, no, I'm gonna throw from up here all the time. So the big problem that most people have, if I had to summarize it down to one thing, is they do something different in their technique. They change their technique a little bit. Maybe they go, okay, you know what, my hands are up here, I'm gonna do a body shot, I'm gonna drop and come in on a straight line instead of coming down on an angle. Or maybe they forget that the fact, okay, my shoulder naturally protects my jaw on this side when I throw at head level, but now when I throw at body level, it's easier for it to drop. But it doesn't have to. I can still protect there fairly well if I really work on keeping those shoulders up. Little small things like that are gonna help you so much in your confidence in throwing them. Now let's talk initially about one of the easy ways to gain confidence. Just going, okay, yeah, I can do this, and I didn't get punished for it. And for me, that's always gonna be off the cross. The cross to the body is probably the safest one because I'm at the longest range possible while still maximizing some good power. And in general, I find that throwing a couple double jabs makes me feel fairly safe. I stay just outside of range. I drop my head level a little bit, just a tiny drop, and then I shoot straight in, have my other hand up tight to my head, have my shoulder here because I've dropped my head level. If they come with any wild hooks, I can just roll out. So if you're trying to go, how am I going to start getting comfortable? What's the first thing that I should attempt in sparring? It would be that. Step in, double jab. I don't even have to touch. I just get them lifting their arm up and right down to there. That is very simply it for starters. Now that's not going to take you too far, but it is somewhere where you can at least go, guess what? I'm having some success. And for me, that was when things really started to click. When I landed one body shot repeatedly, I went, look at this, I'm doing it, I'm safe, I'm not getting punished. Maybe I should explore other opportunities and see what else I can end up landing. And now, in all honesty, I find it much easier to land to the body than to the head. But what do I have? I have my jab to the body, I have my cross to the body, I have off my combos, my lead body hook. Don't mind the double jab to there. If I get in tight, I'm working the shovel uppercuts. So I have a whole variety of things I can do down to the torso. Main thing is we don't want to freeze. So let's expand now off that initial, okay, double jab into the cross. Most people fumble their body shots, especially off the hook when they're doing something basic, like jab cross body hook because they prioritize keeping themselves safe. They go, I want to stay safe, therefore I'm going to throw my 2 punches, I'm going to get my head off the center line for the cross, and I'm going to stay over here when I throw my body hook because it's so much harder for the guy to hit me. Yes, that might be true. But if they do connect, number one, you're in a terrible position. It's not going to be easy for you to move well with the shot. But number two, how am I going to get power here? I can't even really turn my body. So I end up doing something where I go, okay, power, power. It's just this nothing shot. And this guy on the end learns very quickly, okay, when he throws a body shot, I don't even have to block it. Instead, as he throws the body shot, I'm just going to fire up. And it's very easy for them to uppercut here or over here if that's where your head is. You need to instill fear in them. So they do go, oh, and now from there you can get your exit or put another shot after. So if I was going to do jab cross hook to the body, boom, 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 I bring my head right back to that center line, so now I can do my clean exit. I probably hurt him there, or I can come back up to the top. Maybe head off the center line on the first, reposition, or head off the center line on the second, but head still repositions backwards. I don't want to be leaning over my left if I'm throwing my left hand. Same with the right. I don't want to be leaning to the right. Sure, I can drop my head the opposite direction of the way I'm punching, but that gives me extra power, extra force. If we can put all those little things together, all of a sudden we'll go, now I'm having some good momentum with these body shots because this guy's scared. Because now when I step in and I throw my shots, he's knowing that that can lay him out. And once you get people's respect on body shots, it changes the whole game. They tighten up, they have to stiffen their arms to make sure that this arm doesn't just collapse into their ribs. Their counters become slower, and it's so much easier for you now to step in and get out. And that's what we want. We want to be able to put in our attack and get our clean exit. Again, it's about getting our shots off, or hitting, but not getting hit back, as so many boxers like to say. Now, if you're wanting to expand a little bit, you just want to be like, okay, I want to get used to putting a variety of shots together down to the body. One of the easy ways that I find to get from this distance to that distance is just to go for a really tight guard, kind of the way Nicky Holtzkin structures his body when he kind of rolls his shoulders forward, kind of arches his stomach a little bit, boom. You're strong from here. You put up a high guard, and you just break into this position. You just get right tight to them. If they back up, you continue to follow until they hit the corner of the ring. If they stand their ground, you just get right to here, and now you start ripping in those body shots. Sure, you can mix in the head shots in between, but because you broke through their long punches and you got to that tighter range, now mixing it up is so much easier. I could go on and on. Legitimately, I could teach an hour seminar, an hour class on how to exploit the body, but I think that's good for today. I've given you guys some key pointers, and if you can implement a few of them, especially our first one, the double jab cross to the body, you're going to start having some success. Just remember the basics. Don't change your technique to be safe. Don't go, oh, I'm going to do this to stay further back. No. Commit all the way, keep everything snug, and then get your exit once the shot's done. Thanks for joining, guys. I'll see you back here soon.